So that means good job security, which is a source of support for consumer spending and the housing market, and of course an absence of mass layoffs, because there really aren't many businesses that have gone into this period of economic challenge, largely coming from overseas, with excess staff numbers. Well, hello again, everybody. This week I just wanted to quickly re-emphasize some of the key reasons why I don't believe we are in fact heading towards a recession in New Zealand, or if we are heading towards a recession, it's not the sort of thing that you've seen in the past, because as I've noted with many of my audiences at presentations around the country recently, if I say, oh, we're heading into recession, immediately what pops into your head is a black and white photo of men queuing outside a soup kitchen back in the 1930s Great Depression, and that is definitely something very different this time around. Normally, a recession is associated with businesses closing all over the show, mass layoffs, unemployment rate rising quickly, people slashing their spending, and everything sort of spiraling down and feeding on itself negatively for maybe 9, even up to 18 months. One of the key differences this time around is that we have the low unemployment rate of 3.3%. We have businesses struggling to get staff, and frankly, a lot of businesses hoping that some other businesses or government departments maybe will go under and free up staff so they can hire them. So that means good job security, which is a source of support for consumer spending and the housing market, and of course an absence of mass layoffs, because there really aren't many businesses that have gone into this period of economic challenge, largely coming from overseas, with excess staff numbers. Another key difference, the second one if you like, is the Kiwi dollar is undervalued. We do not have a highly overvalued Kiwi dollar on the back of high interest rates. I mean, interest rates are higher than they were 2 years ago, but that's the case for countries overseas as well. So investors aren't looking at New Zealand and saying, I have to buy your currency because I'm going to get 1, 2, 3% more than if I leave my money sitting in, wherever they're coming from. So that's a key difference and very important for our exporting sector. Also important is the fact that the prices for things we ship overseas, by and large, are pretty good. And with an international food crisis, well, with ourselves as a food producer, a major food exporter, this actually tends to be relatively positive for New Zealand. So, that is a positive thing helping our economy. And also, of course, on the exporting side, we have foreign students, a few of them appearing this year, but I'd suggest some good numbers appearing from the start of 2023. And more significantly, of course, especially in light of some of the changes at the border requiring vaccination, this sort of thing, the foreign visitors are returning. Maybe it's going to take, as the experts in the sector say, 3 years or so to get back to where we were, but whatever, we're starting from a low level, going to something higher, and that's definitely a positive for our economy. Just briefly on the residential real estate market, I've mentioned over the past 3 to 4 weeks how in some of my surveys I've had the likes of mortgage advisors saying they are seeing more first home buyers come along. I've seen the same thing I recall discussing a couple of weeks ago from real estate agents, and I have my monthly survey again of the mortgage advisors, brokers underway at the moment. Even more of them are now seeing first home buyers in the market. Investors, fewer of them stepping back, but this isn't a market at the moment which is receiving any new sort of direction or buying pressure from the investors. It's more the first home buyers, and in particular what I find interesting is the discussion. Some agents, some mortgage brokers saying they've got buyers not prepared to wait any longer for the bottom of the market, they're getting in now. Others saying, I've still got a lot of people waiting for the bottom of the market. That's significant. People are explicitly thinking in terms of a cycle. They see a bottom to the market. These are people who basically are still buyers. They're in the shadows, in the back there, as I've been saying for a great number of months now, and they will eventually step forward to make a purchase. All it's going to take is some 1, 2, 3 headlines saying, oh, it looks like maybe we've hit the bottom. Now, I don't think we're there as yet. I think we're still some months off, but watch for when that happens. It could cause some quite interesting things in the property market. All the best out there.